Banana. 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 Check, 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 check.
Bananas, apples and oranges, banana, apples and oranges, banana,
Pecan pie.
banana, apples and oranges.
What is going on?
Apples and oranges.
Hey,
Eric.
Hey, what does the DJ name his son?
Oh shit. Sorry.
Marinara?
Marinara.
Oh, okay.
Eric.
I was like, why is he naming his son Marinara?
Because
He's a fan of Italian
So
sauces.
it was like, I feel like it's what's the Italian DJ name his
Well,
son?
no, he didn't even have a girl pregnant until he
What did the Italian DJ name his son? And then it's okay for him to name his son
He
Marinara.
didn't even have
It's
a girl-
okay if it's a little of
He
it.
didn't even have a girlfriend until he went to the Olive Garden, and then he was family, and then he had to have he had a child almost immediately.
He found his family and had a child.
Alabama.
Well, no, because he had a family once he went there. He didn't have a family before that. They handed him a child without a name and a
He
wife.
named it Marinara. Marinara.
Marinara.
Eric.
Eric,
Do that.
Hello.
Ricky,
No,
Ricky.
go Eric.
I'm recording my audio. Thank you very much, Becca.
Can you say Eric?
I can't say anything because it's not picking it up.
You are getting picked up now.
Eric,
Am I?
Eric. Hello.
Eric.
My name is Eric. Kinda.
Your name is Eric.
Just peek for you, Eric. Keep talking.
Oh,
Oh, did you just bump it?
no. It's just
Okay.
incredibly loud now.
The
Okay, now
computer
it's
just
now
owed.
it's picking you up too good.
Wait, what?
What?
What'd you say?
Check.
What just happened?
Okay, whatever. I
peaked?
think it's getting it pretty good.
Well, you know,
Like
that's
me
how
on
it
Mount
works.
Everest.
That's how it goes.
All right, welcome to episode
Yeah,
18 of
way
EZBS, the show where Eric does a headstand.
And
Am I gonna do it?
we only record every 6 months.
Yeah, well,
Well, Becca, you
we
got
went from
COVID.
weekly to monthly.
Sorry.
to never.
Yeah, I got COVID and everything got super fucked up. I feel like that's the catalyst. So
Catalyst. Well, that might be a pun because there'll be two cats you might see strolling through the video
yeah. They're
at
just
various times,
they're
or knocking
fat.
the camera over.
smelling the camera right now.
So yeah, if that happens, that's the catalyst as well.
Yeah.
So how's everybody been in the last couple months? Obviously, we had a holiday. We had
We
Quiz
could have filmed this way before
nice.
that, or not. That.
yeah, this is very
months ago.
backlogged.
Yeah, this is
We just didn't release
April.
it for 6 months.
But no, I mean, obviously, we're recording this in May. Don't break the fourth wall, Eric. I just don't want. I know this is gonna be posted by like February.
yeah, so we got to stick up with it like GMM does.
right. So
It's Thanksgiving and they're wearing Christmas sweaters or whatever.
is it Thanksgiving now or okay? Anyway, how's everybody been doing? Hopefully, whatever holidays have passed, you've been doing good.
And let's go down the line. Eric, how have you been?
I've been good.
I was thinking that too.
I'm gonna go down the line.
Don't you crack.
Do cocaine.
The whole-
Make sure you break it down first.
yeah, cocaine's the better form of crack. And do that instead.
Okay, so actually, speaking of which,
Speaking of cocaine.
yes,
Okay.
I want to tell you guys a story today about Ross Ulrich or something.
Why does that?
Ross.
You don't even know?
I think that's his name, or how to pronounce it or whatever.
Do you know the spelling?
I could look it up.
It's pointless. Just
Oh my
tell the
God,
story.
It sounded like a bomb just went off in the hallway.
Yeah, it's with the new or no carpet. So loud.
So Ross Ulrich was the guy who started
Allegedly.
the. No, it's not
You
alleged.
don't know his name.
Well, yeah, touche.
Partly alleged.
Could be Scott Ulrich.
got to be careful what I say. He started the Silk Road, which
Yeah.
was like the
Yeah.
underground dark web place where you could buy drugs or anything else. Yes, Ross from Friends.
He seems like the type of dick that would do that.
He's not cool enough.
They were on a break, and
We're on a break, so I became Pablo Escobar.
and he almost quit very early because he was just like a teenager or whatever who believed heavily in people having the freedom to do whatever they wanted. And then he had graduated from some college for with like a business degree or something. And so he wanted to put it to use, right? So he started this website, and cryptocurrency was just becoming a thing, so it's possible to do it undetected. And so he started this website, and he was talking to his girlfriend about it. And at one point, she told one of her friends, who then,
Hired a hitman.
no, she bought some bad drugs off of the website from somebody random, and then in like a bad drug state, she posted on Facebook like, "I bet the FBI would love to know about Ross Ulbricht's
Okay.
Wow.
drug
No.
website or whatever." And so he starts freaking out and calls her crying and is like, "Please take that down. Don't tell anybody." And luckily he doesn't get caught. And so some time goes by and he starts getting more cocky, right? And he starts hiring people by finding them on the dark web, but then he tells them that they have to send him a picture of their IDs, which is crazy because he had gotten the FBI came to his house one time after intercepting a package that was being mailed to him with a bunch of fake IDs for himself that he bought from his own website.
Wow.
Because you can buy anything on the
Silk
website.
Road was the main like dark web hub for
Right.
marketplace stuff.
And so they intercepted that and were like, "Why do you have all these fake IDs?" And he's like, "Oh, I was just seeing what you could do. You know, you can buy anything on Silk Road." And the FBI is just like, "Oh, okay, that's weird," and didn't think really anything of it. And
Okay.
meanwhile, there's this whole drug industry going on the dark web that they're trying to figure out what's going on. It's just some kid in San Francisco who's working out of like libraries and like cafes and stuff. And so he starts talking to this guy who starts to blackmail him and gets all like starts telling him all this information about another user who's like, you know, we're selling all these drugs but we're selling them to actual people who give us their actual addresses, so I could release all these real people's names and addresses,
Yeah.
you know, just because all the cash flow is anonymous and stuff. If somebody wanted to, they could just give them all these people's names. And so Ross started talking to this other guy who was listed on the site as a hitman, and basically thought that he killed this person. Long story short,
An FBI agent.
the hitman was an FBI agent. The person who was blackmailing him and the person who was like on the other side of that getting involved was the same person who was like just trying to extort money out of Ross. And so over time he did that like 4 more times. Not even with FBI agents. I think that same person probably went on to then pretend to be a hitman, and Ross hired him, and then they like pretended that they killed somebody when they didn't, and just extorted even more money out of him.
He
But
just kept doing that same shtick over and over.
more or less,
again.
but he didn't really care because he's just thinking that people who he doesn't like are getting taken out. He's getting more powerful, and it's going to his head, and he's getting careless, and
Mhm.
Hubris.
yeah, and you know as far as I know, the first time was the only one the FBI got involved with, but it happened 5 times supposedly. And he claims that it wasn't him. But it turns out that the FBI ended up catching him because, sorry, real quick, let me go back, because they were dealing in cryptocurrency, and only Ross and like this one other person had the access to the website's funds or whatever. And so the other guy stole all the money out of it. And so Ross put out a hit on that guy too. Turns out that guy got arrested, and the federal agent who arrested him, while he was arresting him, was like, cryptocurrency's untraceable. He went on that dude's laptop, took all the money to his own personal wallet, and so he ended up getting like 7 years or something.
Oh my god.
Because he got caught, and there was a couple other cases of people who, like, federal agents getting corrupted in this case, and the whole thing was a big mess, which makes it even more like the people who think Ross is innocent are like, all this corruption, people probably planted more evidence, and some just wanted Ross to have to take the fall for everything. But it seems pretty clear that Ross was guilty because he was at the library on his laptop on the admin page of Silk Road working on stuff.
Well, I mean,
That
although
seems like a
I don't
great
doubt that they could have planted more stuff on him just to make him kind of more of a scapegoat for everything, though.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely could have, and maybe, but apparently he was at the library on his laptop, and the place was surrounded by FBI spying on him, but he didn't know that.
There's like a guy in a black suit just looking at books.
Well, when I heard the story, it sounded like there was a dude in like a dress and a dude like pretending to be like, because what happened was they had to catch him red-handed essentially, and because of encryption and stuff, if he knew that people were there, he would just slam his laptop closed and they wouldn't be able to catch him red-handed. So they had to somehow. They saw him at the laptop. They had to get the laptop open away from him. And so 2 of the federal agents went behind him and started like yelling at each other, causing a fight. And so he like got distracted and turned around, and then another federal agent swooped in and grabbed the laptop, and another one swooped in and tackled him.
Nice.
And
that's cool.
Yeah, so they ended up getting everything backed up off the laptop. Apparently, he had a whole diary of everything he had ever done. And at first, he was like, "Oh my god, I hired a hit," but then by like the second, third, fourth, fifth one, he was just like, "So I hired a hit today because this guy did this, and then I went about and went to the deli and got my lunch and went to the coffee house, and it's like it was just another day."
Hired a
for him.
hit.
I mean, if he had just created the website for other people to use, excuse me, then everything would have been fine. He probably would have never gotten arrested at all.
Right.
He would have gotten like an accessory or something, but
And if he would have stepped away even the day before, he wouldn't have really gotten caught because they wouldn't have been able to catch him red-handed. But, the power just went to his head, and the diary makes it pretty foolproof that it was him who did it, unless they planted like a whole diary worth of stuff. But
That'd be pretty hard to do, I think, though.
for that,
yeah, definitely. And
Side note, I was looking at job things today, job searching, and one was for an FBI agent position. So I was like,
I would love
that could be a cool
was like,
job.
maybe.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be the guy in the dress that takes down.
None
Like
of us could
weekly.
get that job. I've looked into it. Too many degrees required.
Looked into it.
Yeah. I knew a guy because he was the son of the librarian in my elementary school, I think, who was in the Secret Service. And so he came in and talked to my class one time, and every once in a while he'd be there like subbing for the librarian because it was his mom or whatever.
That's weird.
And yeah, which I've never seen like a substitute librarian at a school before, but
I definitely have.
apparently they're like, you're a Secret Service, you're cool, you can come in. But I would always ask him questions and stuff.
That, and is it normal? Like if
Not that he could answer very many.
is it-
but
Yeah.
if mom is sick and can't make it to work
I'm
on
a
the laptop and stuff,
substitute
you have Becca come in. and-
IT, whatever,
yeah, do
whatever
IT
mom does.
stuff.
I mean,
Does she even do IT? I don't
It's like quality.
Yeah. She got a new position. Congrats, Mom.
It's quality.
Quality.
Position is quality.
It's a quality position.
As long as you
You're
can-
really doing great.
not as bad as Eric's janitorial staffing.
Right. I am now janitorial staffing.
Oh. Janitorial. I thought you said
Genitalia?
Janitorial staffing. That's called a staph infection.
Oh. Oh. So just to finish out this story real quick. Sorry, I know it's a little long-winded. the website started.
Don't ever eat cake in your underwear. Just to finish out this story, don't ever eat cake in your underwear.
I
I mean,
hate sauerkraut.
the real moral is don't tell your girlfriend what you're doing because she'll tell her friend and
Yeah.
then she'll
Post it on Facebook.
yeah, that'll lead to your downfall somehow. But when he started the website, he was just trying to like give people the freedom to do whatever. He didn't want the government to tell people no or whatever. And he thought drugs like didn't cause issues, which obviously they do. And eventually,
Drugs didn't cause issues.
well, I mean, he
Neither
thought
did
it was
Hitman,
like a
apparently.
personal choice for people. Like it only hurt the people who are doing the drugs, but obviously
I guess yeah.
there's
Kind of true.
there's more impact than that. If somebody has a kid, then they start shooting up meth every day because they got it on the black market. Like
Hmm.
Shoot heroin.
whatever. Like
You can shoot meth.
you know,
That's it. It's like meth too,
Yeah, I
bro.
know.
it
You ever
can
watch Breaking Bad?
really impact other people, or if you drive and you're
High with a baby.
haven't
or
slept in
something.
3 days,
Yeah.
it can, but regardless, I see where his heart was at or whatever. And he had started the website by growing magic mushrooms himself, because he needed something to sell after he started the website. So
Did he just
he,
get his hands on some cocaine.
I guess not.
Why?
But
He wants it to be homegrown, man.
he's classy at that point. And so then he needed to get word out about the website, right? And so he went on this forum for mushroom people, and what are they called? Herbotanists? I don't know. Yeah, Mario's
Certain people.
the Mushroom Kingdom.
Full of the mushroom king.
Toad.
I think it was called like the Shroomery or something. I don't know, but he went on there and he's like, "Have you guys heard about the Silk Road? Apparently, it's this place where you can buy drugs. I haven't heard much about it. So, what do you guys think?"
Just trying to,
But it was just like a
Yeah.
promotion, yeah,
Go somewhere and
Acting
pretend
like-
like you aren't promoting yourself.
yeah. And then he posted that under the username Frosty, and then he went on another website. And originally the name was Frosty, but he changed it immediately after he created the account because he realized it shouldn't be the same or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the snowman.
I don't know. But he was looking for like a IT person who he could pay in Bitcoin, and
Not an IT person himself. How did he make the website in the first
it was really basic. He was learning
Squarespace.
coding as. This episode's sponsored by.
The Silk Road is sponsored by Wix.
All right. I wish. I Wix. Ah, that's a plug for you. A drug plug. So there was the Shroomery, and he went on there.
The shrubbery.
Shrubbery.
And so he was looking for somebody who would be IT, and he paid in Bitcoin. And long story short, the FBI wasn't figuring him out, and this other guy started looking into it, and he was like, "Well, let me see where the first time the Silk Road was mentioned online." And he found that original post by Ross and called the FBI and tipped him off, and they didn't believe him at first, but then he ended up doing even more research, and he ended up being like, "Yeah, he's at the coffee house here," whatever. And they're like, "Oh, okay, well, maybe you're onto something." Like they had also started looking into it a little bit, even though they didn't believe him. And then the stuff started pointing that he was correct.
I think
And-
the real moral of this story is if you're going to be like a major drug proprietor,
Be smarter.
don't go to the local coffee house or library to do your business.
That is true.
That's fucking stupid.
That is true.
Gives you a better chance of blending in, though. Mix amongst the crowd.
Right. And that's probably what he thought. He goes
Yeah.
there. He's on the Tor browser that's all private, so
Mm.
no matter where he's at,
Should have
nobody
gotten
can
a
see what he's doing.
VPN.
It is a VPN, more
Sponsored
it's
by-
the most powerful
It's a
VPN you can get.
Should have
Well,
gotten his
you
own
need
home
VPN for it.
VPN. Sponsored by NordVPN. Should have gotten a free trial from somebody.
Our 19th episode's gonna be full of sponsorships. So yeah, he's been in prison for 10 years now.
Wow.
And he's got 2 life sentences plus 4 years or something.
Well,
That's
can I
not
just say, at least all of his assets got taken away before he had to watch all of cryptocurrency just plummet.
No, that was so early in crypto. Like Silk Road basically is why crypto became such a big deal because
Definitely, and that's what-
everybody was getting it for that.
Yeah.
And so he had so much of it so early. It'd be worth tens of billions now probably
Wow.
with how much crypto went up. Or at least at the peak of crypto it would have been worth tens of billions.
I was like, with
But I think somebody bought it at auction after the FBI seized it.
once the assets are seized, it
Yeah.
goes somewhere.
The cat is in my bag.
Comfy, Ozzy?
Wow.
Here, wait, hold
That's
my mic.
that's silly.
Cat in the Pack comes back.
You rapping?
Back in the pack, Ozzy.
What a topical reference.
Why are they making a new Cat in the Hat movie?
No, Becca's reference to Monkey
Like
Bone.
a little
Oh.
donut in there. Yes, a donut full of
Organs.
fur and rage.
Rage?
Sometimes.
Sharon! Alright, here you go.
But there's a lot of people who think that he's innocent or that he should just get clemency because I
those.
think those are
The oranges.
Yeah.
yes, they're delicious. And
My
he
favorite
he
character
deserves
with the
one
Telltale
after
Walking Dead series.
after 10 years in prison. He could really go for a clementine. But like I said, I think at least the federal agent who stole all the Bitcoin from the other dude involved in Silk Road only got like 7 years. Several other people got
I
like
mean, he just stole money. He didn't try and have people killed.
that's fair. But the thing was, since nobody was actually killed, Ross wasn't. There was no charges. There was no charges for Ross on any of that.
Really?
But apparently, the
crazy.
judge did say like
If I try and kill
it weighed
somebody,
into her
I'm
giving
just-
him
I'm
2
gonna
life
go to jail.
sentences. Yeah, I mean, he thought that he did. So
That's what I'm saying. The intent.
It
was
depends
there.
on what the judge is wanting to go for, what
But
the lawyers are
I guess
wanting
the
to actually try and
prosecutor-
press.
I think the prosecutor said they weren't going to charge him for manslaughter or whatever because nobody actually died or intent. I don't know.
Mhm.
They didn't charge him for that. They only charged him for like being a kingpin. And originally they weren't going to charge him for that. They wanted to give him like 20 years and not do the kingpin charge. It was mandatory life sentence. But I think he like kept saying he was innocent, and the judge wanted to charge him harsher. So he got 2
Yeah.
life sentences plus 4 years or something.
Makes sense.
When nobody else involved got anything close to that. Like 10 years is more than anybody's
If you're the ringleader,
gotten
That's what I'm saying,
involved
yeah.
in.
If you're the
Well,
one that
make an
started it all,
example.
whether or not
Yeah.
the other people were clearly also doing bad stuff, but if you're the one that's like the leader of it all, you're the one that's getting hit hardest with everything.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't
it's-
actually apply that much effort, if you started it, you're the one that they're going to go for just for the show of
Yeah.
taking down the starter of everything.
I guess so. But other than the magic mushrooms in the beginning, he didn't sell anything. He was just moderating.
Yeah, but like he started
He
the
was the
website,
puppet
so
master.
shutting
Like the guy who runs eBay.
If
If
you
somebody
shut
sells
him
drugs on
down-
there, should they get in trouble?
if you shut down the guy that started it, it seems better than if you're like, oh yeah, because you need to put it on someone. You can't arrest every person that's selling through it.
And
Yeah.
So you
eBay-
arrest the leader, the guy that started it all, and you're like, hey, he's the main guy doing it. We've actually got a big bust here, and makes people feel better about what they're doing, pretty much.
Right.
Google owns eBay now, so if they're gonna just like, who should have bought Google? Ask Jeeves, and then they could have arrested Jeeves.
Yeah, it's all the same thing.
eBay didn't start as a place to sell drugs, though, so that's why it's
Yeah,
different.
Misconnections.
that's definitely true. It's it matters a lot because Ross kind of intended for drugs to
Yeah,
be able
he
to be
wanted
sold
it.
there, whereas eBay,
Yeah.
once they realized drugs could be sold there, they acted upon it.
Mhm.
But
By buying a lot of drugs.
yeah. To be fair, he was just like a facilitator. He didn't sell the drugs himself. He just facilitated
I mean, if you're
People
the
to be- people to
you're still
connect.
going
Zach,
to
you seem
jail.
like you don't think he's guilty.
No, I do.
Well, Zach, can I?
No, I do.
That's pretty much what a kingpin is, though. Is they hire
the facility.
Right.
dealers to deal out the drugs, and they're just the one that kind of
Sometimes
controls.
smash a car
the-
door on somebody's
Walter
face
White.
multiple
Correct. Yeah,
times.
and
Yeah.
beat Spider-Man into a pulp.
So there's one last thing. He talked to this guy who supposedly, allegedly, he talked to this guy who convinced him that he should go, instead of by Frosty or Ross or whatever, he should go by Dread Pirate Roberts because of the Princess Bride. And it could create a sense of like it's several
Passes
people
on.
running it, or it passes on or whatever, so that even if he got caught, which is what he's claiming, more or less, that he sold it to somebody.
Now Dread Pirate Roberts.
Mm.
He's claiming that he was the
Interesting.
former Dread Pirate Roberts, and he's claiming that he sold it after a while, and
But
he was
he's in-
still
he's-
helping
he's
run
the
it,
one in the
but he
cabin
wasn't
that
the
taught
kingpin.
Wesley how to do it.
Okay.
and
Hmm.
he's saying that like the account was shared by everybody who was
Shared?
the. I don't even know if that joke was recorded.
I wasn't.
It was.
So nobody will get that joke on the podcast, but
Except for
it's funny.
Not trying
Oh.
to give everyone out my Wi-Fi password.
We had to spoil that was part of the
It's not
Wi-Fi
shared.
password.
So shoot, now I lost my train of thought. Oh, so
Shared amongst
he
everyone.
was saying that like everybody who was the admin or whatever of the website had the Dread Pirate Roberts account, and so it wasn't him facilitating the hits. It was somebody else who was using the Dread Pirate Roberts account.
Just also happened to keep
But
a diary.
They
But
had,
then, yeah,
they
there
had
was
a
the-
diary.
Then there was the diary and everything else, so he doesn't really have a leg to stand on.
No.
I've
And
got one wooden leg to stand on.
Boo. Boo.
The Boo Hag.
Heck.
It's her name.
But no, I think he's guilty. I think that
You're stumbling.
A lot of
I
stuttering.
think he's-
I'm thinking he's
Okay.
guilty.
I think the judge wanted to make a point out of him, but then shortly after, Silk Road 2.0 started, as it does, and that guy got caught, and he only got like 10 years. So it just doesn't seem right that Ross would, and he's apparently also said mixed things, like his mission is still the same, and he believes in what he did, more or less. And then also, like, if he was released today, he would never commit another crime in his life. So who knows exactly
He should be.
Two
what
sides
would
of the coin.
happen, but
I mean, I also agree with what Eric said earlier about the diary. Is it could have been planted afterwards.
Yeah.
You two seem to kind of disagree with that, but like things that the FBI has done and CIA and stuff have come
Right.
out that are way more elaborate than
I
that.
mean, like, killing
so-
the president.
If he came out
I
and
think
was
he'll
like,
be
"Oh, it
doing
was a shared
9/11.
account. I didn't do the hits or
I
whatever."
say that one, but you know,
If he was like, "I didn't do the hits. It was a shared account." It'd be pretty easy for them to be like, "Well, what if we created evidence
Oh, yeah,
showing that
exactly.
he definitely was the one that ordered them,
yeah.
and we could pin it on him and guarantee that he
Man.
can't get away from it?"
Shit's complex and fucked up. Am I right?
Right.
I mean,
Hopefully-
Robert Kennedy did talk about 9/11.
Hopefully, the CIA doesn't come after
You
us.
saying the Kennedys did 9/11?
No, I'm saying
No.
that the Kennedys planned 9/11 in the 60s, and they
And
didn't-
then
the government
all
didn't
died.
act on it until 2001.
I say they just killed all of the Kennedys.
I think
ever.
LBJ killed
They did, yeah.
Kennedy.
I say all of the Kennedys.
Abraham Lincoln was involved somehow.
I mean, Abraham Lincoln technically was because he was
Started.
He died on the day that
He died for our
JFK
sins.
Was born and
He died the day
Abraham
JFK was
Lincoln
born.
died. Like the
JFK was
day-
not that
not-
old.
It was like,
It's in the year, I'm
like,
like, the
dang,
day.
JFK was older than I thought.
It's
Damn, he
it's
looked
the
good for his
inverse
age.
of each other. So one died on
Yeah.
the birthday, the other one was birthed on the death day.
That's just a weird coincidence.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weird coincidences there.
I'm just saying
Coincidences
the
are very
government
common.
had
Can we talk
JFK.
about another arrest that happened a little bit more recently?
Yeah, sure.
The arrest of Andrew Tate.
Oh, yeah.
What happened with him and Greta Thunberg?
So who's Andrew Taint?
Andrew Taint.
Do you really not know?
That was just an excuse to say taint.
Yeah.
Has
Andrew
anybody
Taint is-
does everybody know about this?
I only kind of have been following it.
All right. So Andrew Tate was kicked off of Twitter quite a few years ago
And Twitch and
Well,
because
Facebook.
few
yeah, yeah, sorry.
And then did Elon
Because-
back on?
He brought him back.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to explain it.
That's how he was able to tweet at
Yeah.
Greta.
So they kicked him off because he was being a shitty person, and then Elon brought him back on because he's like, everyone should be able to be on
Well,
Twitter.
Part of the reason they got rid of him is also because there was already the rumors and like speculation
And he
and
moved to
stuff
Romania for human
Yeah.
trafficking.
that
Yeah.
he
Which
was
is what he got arrested for.
fleeing for the human trafficking and stuff.
So he gets back on Twitter.
This guy is Greta Van Fleet. Andrew Taint is Greta Van Fleet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all Greta's all the way down.
Yeah, you're connecting the dots here real well, brother. So he gets back on Twitter, immediately starts yelling at Greta Thunberg for some reason.
Oh, from
She's a child.
the Royal Thunbergies?
I've seen that movie.
Mm.
Gene Hackman.
Nigel?
Performance.
Nigel, not Nigel Uno. What's the?
You thinking Nigel Thornberry?
I'm sorry.
Smashing.
Smashing.
Nigel Thornberry?
Nigel Thornberg.
Can anybody do a Donnie impression?
You know that was
I
Flea
forgot
from
about
the
that.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I did.
Yeah.
Small world.
Doesn't surprise me.
Small world. Anyway.
So yeah, he starts tweeting at
Wait, real quick. That's ironic because she could talk to animals, but she couldn't talk to Flea. It just made weird noises.
whoa.
Oh. Sorry, continue.
Alone.
I don't know why that turned me into Chef Boyardee, but
What?
I said, oh.
We had Chef yesterday, but I love Chef.
The can rolls all the way home.
So yeah, he tweets something about like at Greta Thunberg, I have 30 cars and they all give off so many emissions and whatever. And so she tweets back at him basically saying that he has a small dick. And then he tweets back at her and says, "Oh, I didn't know that you had a small dick, and thanks for
Yeah.
confirming that."
It was your email, so that means you have the small dick.
Yeah, which is just like a really
Andrew Taint.
shitty.
Oh, it was
real shitty.
all child.
Ozzy.
It was all childish, but also one of
Ozzy.
them isn't child still. So
I think it's all good.
So sorry, my cat was stepping on the laptop. That was dope as hell.
Till all your stuff falls off. There's like a whole other side of the room you guys can't see. I'm sorry.
So he does that, and then she tweets something back. I don't remember what. And then he tweets back again with a video. And in this video, he has a pizza box on the counter, and it's from a very specific place in Romania. So the cops were able to go find him and arrest him and his brother for human trafficking.
Womp.
So,
case still proceeding. We'll see.
but
He got released and he's already been doing live streams.
Yeah.
I'm sure, like,
I'm sure it's
I'm sure.
ongoing, but
yeah,
I was yeah, he'll be back.
he just,
he'll be back.
He's got a lot of money, so I'm sure whatever they posted for bail, he was able to get out pretty quickly. Or bond.
Yeah, and he's probably right that Romania is more lax on stuff like that. Maybe a big fee, but he was like a world champion kickboxer, so he's got money.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
he
God,
started.
yeah, I watched this video of
What?
him.
Impressive.
I watched this video of him boxing with somebody, and he
It was
broke.
Boxing Day in Canada.
Well, that's true. Not that long ago. He was boxing with somebody, and this dude had like really skinny legs, and he didn't even like kick the dude. The dude kicked him and then broke his leg. Can I show you this video?
Yes.
The man was. He's solidly built.
That is
What?
amazing.
It's not Andrew Tate. Though, whatever, it's still-
He kicked him and
He
broke
kicked
his
the
own
tank
leg,
and broke his leg.
and Andrew Taint's just standing there.
He's a Terminator.
This video had me hooked up earlier for real. Let me find it. Here.
He does have skinny
Watch
legs.
this dude's like.
Dale showing a
Oh
lot
my
of head
God.
movement, eats a nice kick. Oh, Corey fell down.
Oh, his leg's broken.
His leg's broken. Oh,
Brother.
it's going to be stopped. Stop the fight.
Look at that.
The fight is all over. Corey Hill
It just makes it better.
a
Than
broken leg.
Is that Andrew Tate?
Whoa.
though?
No, it's just everything.
Whoa. Oh,
But yeah,
man.
like, and then you gotta go back and
Oh,
watch again and just
man.
watch this dude's leg when he kicks him.
Jeez.
Just watch. Kick, bang, down. Ugh.
You got
Like Harry Potter, just
So gross.
limp.
Yeah, I'll send
That
it.
way I
You
can
can
put it on the
put
pod.
The guy
video.
takes a
Yeah.
swing. The guy takes a swing and it goes and somebody goes, mashed potatoes.
No.
Not seeing that.
No.
Somebody hits a golf ball. It's a good hit. Somebody in the crowd screams mashed potatoes. You don't see the person, and then the announcer's talking, and he's like, "All right, yeah, that's a good hit. It went this far." And then he's like, "Did somebody just say mashed potatoes?"
Tigers parted through the first 3 rounds. Zach has had some big success with a birdie and the eagle, which ended his round yesterday.
Oh, this is a beauty. Didn't get any more than 20 feet off the ground.
There's the stinger. What was that, chick? Did somebody scream mashed potatoes?
I
Takes him like
remember
a full 10 seconds to realize and just catch up.
Catch up.
Catch up.
Mashed potatoes.
when I worked at the Masters, the first time I was walking around, we were going to the gift shop, and I realized I had to be quiet near where the players were playing. And I just like screamed something, and I don't remember what I screamed, but everyone was just like, "Shut the
Go
fuck up.
Tiger!"
There's Tigers right there. I also made a salad for Tiger Woods and for David Chang.
What about Arnold?
You can make him a salad, but
Dead at the
I
time.
bet it'll get tossed by a lot of different people.
Oh, sorry, Elin.
Elon?
Elin or Elaine? I don't know how you say her name.
Oh, Musk?
Yeah,
That's
sorry,
what I thought you
Elon.
said.
No, I was talking about Tiger's wife.
I don't know her personally.
You don't remember the John Mulaney thing where he's like, Tiger says he's sorry, but Elon says, "Beat it,
Oh,
bozo."
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good memory.
Yeah, thanks.
That's the only way you know his wife's name?
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's his
John
ex-wife,
Mulaney.
and that was
I
like
would assume.
12 years ago.
Yeah.
Now John Mulaney has an ex-wife too.
The comeback kid.
There he is, the comeback kid.
So I think we're gonna try and do the podcast monthly now. We'll see how it goes. I'm not making any set promises. Not on date at least, because it's gonna take me a little bit to edit them after we do them. But hopefully we can meet once a month and do the podcast. So we have a couple of them coming out this year.
If not more, we can try and make it work.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But hopefully everybody's having a good year. Were we gonna play that
Yeah, let's
Funky
play,
music?
play that funky music, white
So we're gonna
boy?
play a game called
Banana.
Who's Most Likely To.
Is that song racist?
Was that funky music, white boy?
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
group. What do you mean?
That's true. That's
Wild
true.
cherries,
So, the way that this works
like
is
folk
that
music.
Okay, but hear me out here. Maybe I shouldn't go here. Okay, let's move on.
Zach,
so
there's.
the way that this works is that
So I was like,
each-
that's- a slurs for someone. It's typically more
I'm not
okay
saying
if
a slur, but
correct. But I'm saying
What,
if
okay,
I'm saying
what if Bobby Lee came out and he's like, "Play that funky music, Asian."
I'm sorry, you're acting as if that's not something Bobby Lee would do. He's done much worse things.
Is that
he's-
racist though?
Okay, he's made remarks about basically raping
Touche.
underage girls.
Okay, well he was raped. So anyway, trigger warning.
Doesn't excuse it.
Retroactive. Sorry, guys.
Like he definitely would be willing to make a mildly racist remark like that.
That's true. But
It's not
but
racist.
what if it was William Hung or something?
Someone can be
Like-
racist against their own race, Eric. Let's be clear with that.
Just play that funky music.
I
white
agree.
boy.
I agree. But saying because they're a
Is
white
saying
group, it's not
white
racist
boy-
isn't
What
technically.
if they said play that funky music, cracker? Is that racist?
I think
It'd be kind of funny.
But it's a white guy that goes into a bar or whatever and sees a white funk group playing, and he's saying, "Play that funky music, white boy."
So a white guy walks into a bar.
Yeah.
Bartender says,
Saddam Hussein walks into a bar. We're trying to be the most offensive that we can.
"What? You said say I'm white.
Yeah.
How is that offensive? If your point is that what we're saying, I don't think it's offensive if I'm white and your logic holds up.
I mean, you're doing Bobby Lee.
I was doing Bob. Never mind.
That was a little offensive.
Let's move on.
Okay, do you want to hear how to play the game?
If Bobby Lee was here, his junk would probably be out. So,
I don't even know who Bobby Lee is.
hot
Comedian.
dog.
Do you want to hear the rules
He's
of
that
the
guy.
game?
Yeah, continue.
Okay. So for each round, there's one person that's a judge, and so if I pick up a card, for example, if I was the judge for this round, it says would live at home if they could. So then you three each have
How
to
often
pick
does that card show up?
what?
Said, how often does that card show
I
up?
picked it off the end.
Okay.
So each of you guys have to pick one of one of the other people.
Okay, are we saying it out loud?
Well, so you go down the line.
What are you doing?
Oh, okay.
So like
I feel like I'm at an advantage being in the middle then.
I would say would
Ever
live
have to
at
go first or last?
would live at home if they could, and we can go like back and forth and whatever.
Damn it. No, we can't.
So like you would say either Eric or Shane because you can't pick me because I'm the judge.
Good call, Shane.
And so we'd go through each round doing that. And
Okay.
you want to get the least amount of cards.
Got it.
So you really want to fight to not get a card.
Cool.
Since we all know each other pretty well. But
You don't know me.
You just can't pick the judge.
I don't know Shane at all.
So the person to 7 cards
He's a
first
mystery.
loses.
Oh, okay. It's like
Theory.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Sure.
I play pot of green.
So who wants to be the judge first?
Me.
He's on
Pick
the
a
end.
card.
Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Shane pulls the card and it says most likely to yell Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Who is most likely to be plotting revenge right now?
Oh,
want-
we
you
can't
want me to
pick
go
you.
You want me to
Can't
go
pick
first
me.
then?
Oh, we can't pick you?
We can't pick the
No,
judge.
you can't pick the judge.
Oh, that sucks.
According to Becca.
That makes it
We already
harder.
pick
Yeah, you-
ourselves.
You don't want to get cards. So you need to fight for somebody else.
Why can't you do the judge then?
Because
Because the
he's not
judge is
picking
unlikely to
himself.
pick themselves.
Yeah.
It's
He's not-
possible
Oh,
they
you're
might.
picking one too?
Yeah, he's
I
the
no,
judge,
I
so
pick
he
who
gets to
is
pick the
correct
ultimate decision.
on.
But you're trying to give an argument for why he should choose
Whatever.
that person.
Okay, so don't pick myself for the judge.
You could pick
Gotcha.
yourself, but it'd be really, really dumb.
Okay, yeah,
Had to pick
gotcha.
yourself.
Let's play.
So Eric is definitely the most likely to be plotting revenge right now, because even though he acts like there's nothing going on in that face, you know there's a lot going on in that brain.
I kill people in the moment and not wait.
No, I could see like
Block.
Eric probably has shit that he's been stewing on for like 10 years that he's
that what
still
that
thinking
smell
about.
is?
I mean, I'm plotting.
So I think
Doesn't mean I'm plotting.
so. I think Eric is the most likely to be plotting revenge right now.
I think Becca's the most likely to be plotting revenge right now, which makes it difficult for me to be in between Eric and Becca, because I don't know if I should lean towards Eric, where he could kill me if the moment is right, or towards Becca, where she's plotting revenge but acting like there's nothing going on in that little face or whatever she
That
said.
little face.
But in her mind, I know she's plotting revenge, and she wants to be
The very best.
like no one ever was.
To kill
She's
them
gotta
is my
kill them all.
cause.
So yeah, that is why I think Becca is the revengiest.
I also think it's Becca.
Do you have any specific reasons, Eric?
Yeah. Why would she accuse somebody else? She's just putting the blame on herself.
But you're
and
also
accusing
accusing
somebody
someone.
else.
She has to.
I'm just saying. Look at me. Does it look like it
He's-
would be me?
He's
I don't think so.
acting
It's
stupid.
Becca.
I
That's
say
how
I
he
got
can get
it.
away with
It's
it.
Becca, clearly.
I have to go
He's acting
with Eric is the most likely to be plotting revenge
Oh, all right,
actively.
take your card, bitch.
Crazy.
Wait, Shane gets to pick the winner.
He's
Yeah,
the
he's
Yes.
the judge.
The
That's
judge
crazy.
picks who.
And
So
guess
we
what?
just gotta
I'm plotting
convince
revenge
you.
against you
Yes,
right
the
now.
goal is to
I
convince
hate this game. Let's
I am
play.
plotting revenge against you right now.
All
you
right.
piece of shit.
Oh, really? So I was right? I was right then. That's what you're saying?
All right, so now he's the judge. So I'll
All
pick
right.
a card.
Can I
Hold
Pick-
on, I'm leaning towards Becca.
Is obsessed with how they look in photos. Zach, start.
I think that Shane is obsessed with how he looks in photos
Why do you say that?
because he will
Oh, you're right.
put a rose in his mouth and sit in a windowsill
Son of
to wait for the ideal moment. He will he'll
can't
get
use actual photographic evidence.
he'll get drones involved if he needs to.
Well, that didn't.
One time Shane turned himself into a firework like Katy Perry so that he could get the maximum effect in a visual photo.
That's
So
partially true.
that's why I think Shane is out for revenge when he got a bad photo.
I got to agree again. I think it's Shane because he's always the one. If we're taking pictures, he'll make a funny face, and that's. It's. I'm not saying that.
I changed my answer.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying he's purposefully trying to make himself look good. I'm saying he's obsessed with the way
I say
he looks.
it does
because
say
he's
how they
making
look,
funny
not
faces.
That is
not they're
that is
obsessed with
good.
looking.
That is a good
I'm
point.
watching a lot of Taskmaster. I got
How
my
they look,
mindset
not that
think
they look
different
good.
ways. Exactly.
Is that the end of your argument?
Yeah, I think it's a good.
Shane?
That is a good argument.
I'm gonna go Eric because if you look at him, compare my beard, Zach's beard,
Yeah.
Eric's beard, his is the most like well maintained.
I don't
And, like,
maintain this thing
groomed.
at all. I haven't done anything.
You see,
to it.
his is very
You want me to
like
scratch it, get all the
more
stuff out of it?
well maintained. I just feel like something about him screams like, to some degree,
That
he
week-old
does care
story.
about.
I'm the only one that has my neck not shaved. Are you kidding me right now?
Do you see my neck? It just doesn't grow as much there.
My neck's not shaved.
Show off your neck beard, Eric. All right.
I
So
should
with
be
that,
building a barn
does-
instead of.
Does anybody have
Psych, it's
any
like-
more arguments before we close the ranks?
Yes. Eric is funny.
Looking.
So I'm definitely gonna give this one to Shane. You
Yeah.
guys convinced me very well.
Thanks.
All right, Zach.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm the judge.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right,
Pick
I
a
was
card.
born for this. Guess what, guys?
Chicken butt.
Who makes terrible first impressions?
It doesn't even say impressions. It just says who make terrible first impression.
Most likely to make terrible first impression. Can I pick a different card?
Sure.
Okay.
Loser.
Don't.
But this
judge
has to
me.
be your card. Now.
Okay, this is mine now. Yeah.
No.
Nope. Just wants to go home.
And we're not allowed to choose ourselves.
No.
You should. You could.
I think it's no, that's dumb. I was gonna say Becca.
Because this is her.
She's already home.
My house.
It's accurate.
Sorry, we changed the couch 2 episodes early.
Oh god. I am gonna say Becca. I think she just wants to go back to the bedroom and chill, even though we're in her house. I think she does just want to go home.
She wants to go home so bad we moved the podcast
right,
to her
to
My
house.
house. Yeah, so I don't need
That's-
to go.
I think
anywhere.
Becca might.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going Becca too because we moved the entire podcast to her house currently. I feel like that's the best argument for her wanting to be home
Yeah.
is that we moved the entire podcast.
I'm gonna say Shane because he likes to hang out in his room a lot and play video games. So I think, if he would rather be doing anything, he would rather just be at home playing video games.
Am I allowed to ask
Can I-
a follow up
I
question?
say, like, can I counter argument?
Yeah.
Oh, counter.
You are the judge.
I'm not even going home after this. I'm planning on going to the store, maybe picking up some like weird drinks from the store and stuff.
And then going home?
No, I'm making a trip this weekend. So
Where?
Flynn Baller.
somewhere.
It's Wednesday.
He's
Yes.
had this
What do you
weekend.
mean where? He said he's taking a trip on Ross's Magic Mushrooms.
He's got to be prepared for that.
He's taking the Silk Road, if you know what I mean.
So the fact that I am not immediately going home after this, I feel proves
I'm also
That-
going to get ice cream.
I'm not desperate to get home.
If I had money, I'd go to Crumble instead of being here. I just don't have any
Oh.
money.
So she admits she's
Becca
staying
wishes
here
her home
afterwards.
with crumble.
Because I don't have any money.
Becca admits that she's poor.
That's not the
You're right.
card.
I'm surprised no one said Eric, honestly. But
I thought about it, but I figured
Wait,
the
he-
argument for Becca was
You
stronger.
know what?
Yeah,
I was gonna vote for Eric, but the fact that he wants to be a musician, he's out all the
Oh, no,
time. So
I
even
hate
if he
being out.
wants to go home, I know it doesn't make any fucking sense.
yeah, am I allowed to pick Eric?
Yeah,
even
you
though,
can.
No,
pick
nobody
whoever
said-
you
even though
want.
nobody said Eric.
No, you're
Because
allowed
I
to
know
pick
for a
whoever
fact
you
that
want.
Eric is like a homebody more than ever now. Eric just wants to go home, and
I just
he'll
want
play a
to go
concert
home.
and then want to go home.
Immediately.
So
Which I love.
Like-
No, come on. We didn't even. Nobody even made an
That
argument.
doesn't matter.
I made an
He's the
argument.
judge.
Plus, you indirectly made an argument for
For
yourself.
yourself, yeah. All right, Eric, pick one. So Eric's already losing with 2 cards.
Just barely beating me though. Losing to me.
I don't even know what the fuck this means.
Eats leftover drunchies for breakfast.
What's a
Drunk?
drunchy?
Not a
drunk,
child.
drunk munchies.
Drunk munchie?
So when
Yeah.
you're crossfaded,
So like
Crossfados, Barbados.
like if you had Taco Bell the night before when you were drunk, you'd eat that for breakfast.
What of it?
well,
You wanna do this
That's
one or
the
no?
trunk. No, I'm going with
Okay.
this one. Especially because it's hard because I'm the one that this should be. Like, if anybody else
This
would
one?
pick this, it's
so
obviously
Eric's trying to get
Okay.
out of it before it can come to him.
Okay.
be convinced of anything.
Oh my god.
3
See, that's what I'm saying. It's
buses.
Obviously me,
Shit.
but since I'm the judge, you can't pick me.
Okay. So,
Does it not start with Shay?
Yeah. We go in a circle.
okay.
I'm gonna go Becca
Why?
I feel like out of all of us, she's the most likely to be willing to believe in someone. Whereas I feel like me and Zach,
someone.
yes, if someone came up and like
Come on,
informed her of
I know
something,
you can do
I
it.
feel like Zach and I are more bitter towards the world. And so we'd be more likely to question it.
You're not
Whereas
wrong.
Becca has some level of like hope that me and Zach just
Can I
lost.
just give Becca the card now, or
Wait, let me make my case. I think that it's Zach.
What?
Do you see that beard? He's a fucking conspiracy theorist. You know that he's probably out here, like, anything he sees online, I'm sure he researches it and is like, was New Coke really just a ploy?
Because of my beard?
Or like shit like that. You know, I
Coke was just a ploy.
and this
It
is why
was.
we can't pick you. So I think that it's Zach because he seems like the type of person. Plus, you guys were talking about 9/11 earlier. He seems like the type of person that would just like really believe in conspiracy theories.
If I may, believing in a conspiracy theory would mean that you're questioning. You're going against. You might believe in something, but you are going against what you're told still.
Can be convinced of anything. Yeah, but that means like if somebody was like, Bush flew the plane into the first tower, and Zach would be like, yeah, probably.
But is he willing to flop back to saying Bush didn't?
Yeah.
Or is he solidly going to be on
So
the
he
side
can be
of
convinced of
Bush straight
anything.
up suicide bombered a plane and then somehow survived?
Shane did say, like,
Okay, guys.
Shane did say he looks into stuff if he sees a conspiracy
Okay.
theory.
I know how we
Let's
can
Zach.
solve
Let's
this. On the count of 3, say if the election was stolen. 1, 2, 3.
Which
Yeah.
one?
Which one?
Woo!
The Trump and Biden.
The election for the comptrollers.
Every election has been. I
So
don't know what to tell you.
okay, so
So Eric is the
That's why Eric can't. We should just. Can we overrule and
I
just
think
give
it's
it to
Eric.
Can we just give it to
Okay,
Eric?
3 against 1.
Dictatorship or not dictatorship? Democracy. Can we democratically give it to you?
No.
Oh,
Mutiny.
okay.
Okay.
All right, then Zach,
my
give your argument.
He gave it.
Oh, okay.
Did he?
Didn't really seem like it.
The who
I don't remember.
the vote for
Oh,
who
that's
thinks
it?
the election was
Your whole
overthrown.
argument?
Yes.
Okay.
Who wins?
Do we?
I mean, you didn't make a great argument.
Do you
That
need
kind of points it
Did
more
he-
towards you with the
Did
conspiracy.
he list?
you need
Did he
convincing?
list who he thinks that even is, or did he just say
No,
who
he
thinks?
just said.
And then proceeded to say that he also believes that it was stolen.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
motherfucker.
good.
I tried to help you a bit by throwing it more towards Becca again.
Shane, you should have just shut your mouth.
I mean, so long as it's not going to me, I'm not
You
care too
didn't
much.
say anything against yourself.
I'm the only one that doesn't have a card yet. Oh, I shouldn't.
Let's
have pointed
change
out.
that.
Shit.
Who is most likely to chase shots by yelling
Okay.
Chase shots?
down the shot and then be like, "Woo!"
Oh, okay.
All right.
Ric Flair.
Zach is definitely most likely to chase shots by yelling because I've seen him drink before and he gets rowdy drunk. So I could totally see him doing shot after
When?
shot and just being like,
Have you
woo!
ever seen that?
When we used to go to the lake.
I got rowdy drunk
Bro, I've seen you get rowdy drunk.
before, but not every time.
I'm
You
not
make
saying
it
every
sound
time, but I'm just saying I've seen you be rowdy
You make it
drunk.
sound like every time I have a shot at Ric Flair.
You could.
No, but like I definitely think that Zach is the type of person that he just wants to get like other people going too. So he would be the one to take a shot and
You sure it
then
doesn't mean your COVID shot?
probably.
This episode's getting too bad.
All right, that is the end of my argument for Zach.
Okay.
Make your argument.
Who believes that?
Hooba stank.
Okay. Chewbacca lives on Endor. And
That's
that
incorrect.
does not make
Kashyyyk, yeah.
that does not make sense. Never mind. So I think it's Eric because he's not used to drinking as much. And so when he does drink, he has to follow it with an outrage from his mouth hole to expelliate the alcohol vapors in a fashion.
Mhm.
So less of a woo and more just like a, ah.
More like a oh.
Got it.
Okay.
You know how when something's hot in your mouth, you go
Is that what you do when something's hot?
Me.
Because I just go
Okay.
like a dragon.
It's supposed to be more of like a. Yeah.
Anyway, I think it's Eric.
Eric, your argument slash
My
defense.
argument. Thank you. I'm gonna say that it definitely is Zach. We already explained how I normally just want to go home. So even if I'm out
But
drinking,
then if you do have a shot,
want to go home.
you can want to go home while you're saying woo.
Let's go home.
That's why I don't do that.
Yeah, you probably would take the shot.
I
And then walk out the
social
door
drink
while
and
you-
that's about it. So I don't go out and I'm like, woo, let's fucking do this. I
Well,
don't
that sounds
do
like social drinking.
No.
How's it not?
He
Because
drinks
I
in
drink-
situation, but that doesn't mean he enjoys it.
Yeah, exactly. I always still
Mm.
want to go home. Let's say
Okay.
that. So I'm not like, woo, I'll be like, all right. Cool.
But as
Nature
Zach pointed out,
boy.
it could be more of a kind of.
no. I can handle
I-
my alcohol, thank you.
I was like, I have seen Eric take a shot before,
He goes,
and he
"Ugh."
didn't react like that.
I've seen him take a shot before and go, ugh.
So
If that counts.
Sometimes I might like almost throw up.
I think I'm gonna go for
that's
Zach.
Does it count if he says, woo?
I've never been.
Woo.
I
Alright.
can't even make that noise.
Woo.
Alright.
He's been dead
Well.
for 3 hours.
Well, we already know who's gonna win this one. Won't even come to your funeral. Zach?
It's a sad
I
one.
have to say Eric. Because he doesn't like funerals.
Just give me the card.
I was like, we already know it's
But that's
Eric.
Just won the other
Not
night.
Eric, not for any bad
Did
reason,
you?
but just
He just doesn't like funerals.
that's-
Let's just give it to
they're
him.
not for him.
Cool, thanks.
I mean,
Three.
yeah. Okay.
We already know.
Are we? I don't think we can play to 7 though. That's a lot.
Eric's already at
Alright, I
3.
have 3.
And I don't have any.
Okay.
I don't know.
Makes new best friends, but can't remember their names. Glad I got this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
everybody
but can't pick Zach.
Should be that.
Damn it.
I'm going to say that is Becca.
Who?
Why is that?
Oh, my best friend.
I don't know, because you're more social. I think sometimes, definitely more than Shane. I would say. And
Game's revealing.
that's my only other option. So
Okay. Shane?
I'm gonna fall on my sword and say myself. I think I'm the most
Fell on my
likely
sword
to.
once, needed 27 stitches.
I think I'm the most likely to like become friendly with someone and then go back and be like, so I met someone. I couldn't tell you much about them. Like, I couldn't tell you their name or anything, but they were pretty chill.
I'm pretty sure I've
Are
actually.
you vouching for yourself?
Yes, I'm falling on my sword. I'm taking the hit,
He's taking the L.
Because
and
I agree with you.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure I've seen Shane meet people before and then be like,
But best
I met this person today.
Best
See, that's what makes
friends
me-
is the code word. Because I agree with that, but Shane would not call somebody his best friend and then not remember their name.
Oh,
that
me
and the
neither.
fact that Becca has no cards is the reason that I. Can I be honest here?
So yeah, I think I gotta go with Becca.
Damn it. Okay.
But only because it says best friends. But if
See,
it's
that's-
just
that's
meeting
what I'm-
people,
That's
I
why I
have-
said Shane's more social. Like
I don't have friends.
Shane's less.
you have best friends.
Social
No,
like that.
No, I don't.
You know that girl. You know her name. You best friend. Okay, let me pick another card.
No.
Can I be the judge again? Let's get back out.
back.
The next 6 rounds are back.
Shamelessly Snapchats. Does anybody still really use Snapchat anymore?
I do, but there's a lot of shame.
It's like I definitely use it.
Well, then argue it out.
I'm gonna say Becca because I use Snapchat occasionally, but I don't really send photos. I'll more just message because like I have some people
He
where
sends
they
sex
don't
tape.
text. They just message through Snapchat. Whereas Becca, I have seen post stories and stuff. Whereas Zach, I don't even know if we're friends, but if we are, I've definitely never really seen
We're
many
not
stories
friends.
from him.
Sad.
So that's my argument is Becca because I've seen her actually like post stories and stuff. Whereas it's maybe been
All right,
3 years or so
you
since
are
I posted.
Snapchat?
No.
Pretty good argument.
You wanna go first?
Just give me a second.
Just going through
looking for a
Snapchat.
specific Shane picture.
That's what I'm wondering. I've been on a lot of people's Snapchat stories, but I don't post them, so I'm not using it.
Your cat's doing the Shaq butt wiggle.
That's that dude that lost to Aaron Carter, right?
Yeah, yeah. What a legacy.
Shoot, I can't find the picture I'm thinking of,
Rip Eric Carter though.
but I do have a picture somewhere of Shane posing with a falcon, and he's like, it's from Snapchat, and it says, "The bird moved, so I look weird," and he's like,
Oh, I know what you're
so.
Do you know
I'm
when
gonna
I posted that though?
I don't remember.
It was like 4 or 5 years ago.
I don't know, but I'm gonna say Shane, because when he does post,
It's shameless. That's what you're going
It's-
with.
yeah, it's
There's no
shameless.
shame.
and it's
Shameless. That's the
weird.
show I was thinking of earlier.
Shane posts weird, shameless Snapchats when he does Snapchat.
Yeah.
'Kay.
So Shane.
Eric didn't even get to. Oh wait, no,
Eric's the
you didn't
judge.
get to. You didn't get to.
Yeah. So Shane. Because I agree.
Okay.
You can pick.
I'm giving it to you.
God damn it!
Because you
Don't use Snapchat. It's hard to shame
That's
us with
fair.
Snapchat if none of us really use Snapchat.
Yeah, I only use it because Anna's babysitter sends us pictures on there. Whoa!
Just Kangaroo
Smacked
kicked
in
the
the
door.
kangaroos.
Kangaroo kicked it.
right through the door.
Cracky.
Okay. Bro, just pick one.
I'm getting a lot that I don't want to do because we did them the other week.
There's this guy who works at Amazon who's Australian, and his accent gives me PTSD of Steve Irwin.
PTSD of Steve Irwin?
Yeah.
He's a great guy.
The time Steve Irwin pulled a knife on Zach.
His ghost is outside Jack in the Box.
Jack in a box?
Jack in the Box.
Steve Irwin was doing what? I thought?
He was doing what in a box?
Okay. Who is most likely, who most likely wants to be Instagram famous?
All right. I'm going to put Zach in the ring here because he wants to be YouTube famous. So I think that encompasses Instagram as well. I know if he had more downtime without a child, I think he would post more on Instagram and other social medias just to build his social media presence. And he
Merry
would probably post more about the Beefy Crunch movement. So I'm going to say Zach.
Okay.
I'm gonna fall on my sword. I think it's gonna be me, because I'm the only one who has probably really posted on Instagram and Instagram Live and stuff.
I have 2 posts on Instagram. Thank you.
I have a whole bunch of posts on Instagram.
Okay, well, Becca might.
Well, he fell on his sword already. So
So yeah, I
Too late.
agree.
You've been
I
stabbed.
agree with Becca and stab Zach.
Okay, so everyone's stabbing Zach.
Yep.
Give it to Zach. Go ahead.
Bubby.
Is your goal to end it now, Zach? You're just taking the fall?
Uses dude as both statement and question.
Well, this is an easy one.
That's all of us. I think it's all of
Do we
us.
want to have an everyone pile?
We could.
Am I first?
If we wanted to do an everyone pile,
Um,
count it to everyone's stack, we could.
I would go with Eric.
Eric?
Because because he just is, dude. He's just the dude, and he knows how to use "dude" in a sentence for everything, like statements and questions, and he just uses it, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna fall. I've been saying dude since I was like 8 years old, and I mean,
He's never grown out of it.
It's either dude or an F word, so I'm gonna say it's definitely me.
And sometimes it's fuck, dude.
I'm going to give it to Eric because he's the most bro-y out of all of us, I think.
It's true. I was thinking about in the fancy fortune cookie video where Zach's like, look at how big it is. And Eric goes, oh yeah, it's so totally big. And then he like brushes his long hair out of his face. So yeah.
I think Zach
So
was the most
totally big.
financial bro out of us, but I think Eric is the most just bro.
Zach's the what out of us?
Financial bro?
most financial bro.
like
financial
crypto
bro.
and stuff?
Yeah, like if any of us were going to be a crypto bro, it'd be
He's
Zach.
always like really cold.
I got another one. So Becca, maybe, I don't know. It's kind of cold in
I'm
here.
gonna, I'm gonna go Becca just because I know I've known a lot of women in my lifetime,
Yeah, exactly.
and a lot of them tend to be like, "Man, I'm pretty cold right
Yeah.
now."
I'm gonna fall on my sword here.
Yeah, not to be sexist, but I think Becca's.
I'm always cold.
She has low iron.
I've had current boyfriend and past boyfriend talk about how I'm always cold. So
Cold blood.
I have 3. How many does Zach have?
3.
Eric, you have
4.
4. Shane has. We need to get Shane some more.
He's going straight to hell.
I'll go get that.
Okay.
Eric doesn't want to hear arguments.
Doesn't need to.
Here you go. I'm dying you on your sword.
You're dying me on my phone.
Hey. I'm grammaring you in class. I'm not doing that one.
Why?
Because we all have the same parents, and it has a DILF or MILF.
It goes on everything.
I pick Eric.
Because he's adopted.
What?
What?
What? Too soon. Most likely to
That
be
makes me
adopted.
feel more comfortable.
Who's most likely to refer to themselves in the third person?
Oh my God, Eric for sure is the most likely to refer to himself in the third person. Not only when he does like his Elmo impression, but I could just
Okay, well that's cheating.
like,
Hi, I'm Elmo.
but I could just.
Not me.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure when I used to live in a house with Eric and I would hear him like walking around the house, I could imagine him just being like, Eric's walking around and doing this right now, you know. So I'm gonna say
I don't
Eric.
think I ever heard that.
But you could see it, couldn't you?
I don't think I ever recall Eric walking around being like,
I would have kicked you out too fucking much.
Not in a high voice, but I could just see Eric being like, "Oh, Eric's gonna make himself some burritos now."
You want to defend yourself, Eric?
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Wait, it's Zach's turn.
I know, I'm skipping past Zach. Do you want to defend yourself?
That can't even breathe right now.
Is that your only defense? Is it's bullshit?
Why would I ever do that? I talk to myself, but not in the third person.
See,
It's not
so
that
he talks
crazy.
to
I know he talks to himself, but that's not the same thing as talking to yourself in the third
All right, so who are you saying?
I would say you.
Why me?
No, probably Zach. Especially because he does weird YouTube stuff, and like I feel like
He'd
he'd
be walking
like,
around
"All right, Zach,
Walmart."
We gotta do this, and then we gotta do that on the YouTube. And then slap his.
And then he's like, "Don't do crack."
Okay. I mean, I do think realistically it might be me because I do have to say like Zach's back with another attack. But I think it sounds like Eric walks around the house and Eric's making himself a quesadilla. So
Eric's making himself a burrito. He's like singing too.
Eric's doing laundry.
Eric's doing
I'm
laundry.
I think ultimately I'm gonna have to go with Eric.
What's his name on How I Met Your Mother? At this point.
Marshall?
Yeah, I'm Marshall with How I Met Your Mother.
I think I gotta give it to Zach. Because he pointed out a specific scenario in which he does say
Pointed out
shouldn't have said
his own name as a third person.
Fell
Remember?
on my own sword.
Alright.
I died
Not
myself on my
intentionally.
own sword.
Oh shit. Is obsessed with beards.
No.
What kind of beard?
Your beard is weird.
Shane's had some beards in the past. All his girlfriends.
I quit this
All right,
garbage show.
I gotta pick Becca.
I do like Thomas's beard.
That's
but
what I'm
the
gonna.
judge.
I said that's what I'm going with. Yeah, it's
I'm the judge.
doesn't matter.
I mean, I guess I gotta fall on my own sword. Are you kidding me? This sucks. Eric?
I agree. Yeah.
No.
You.
Can we go with
You know what?
Shane?
I'm gonna fall on my own sword. I brought up beards as an argument earlier.
You brought up
Good
beards
point.
as an argument.
I did. I said
Yes, you
Eric
did,
has
Becca.
the
Don't-
most perfectly
You
groomed
don't
beard
question
of
it.
all of us.
So you're looking at Eric's
Zach's-
beard.
Zach's falling on his sword. I'll fall on mine. I'll take it.
Shane's falling on his sword.
I'm
just-
saying Shane.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll say I'll try and protect you a little bit, Zach.
Because you have more cards.
Because I got a better beard. And he's obsessed.
I think my argument earlier
Really
was Eric.
shouldn't have kids. I'm glad I got this one.
I'm gonna say.
Could cause some family fights.
I'm gonna say Shane.
What?
Yeah, he's too young and not experienced enough.
Experienced in what? Just
Uh,
life?
Both the in and out of everything.
In and out. You know,
The birds and the bees.
the in and the out, and the in and the out, and then the in and the out.
This is
And
disgusting.
then that's about it.
Yeah, Shane.
I'm gonna go Eric because he refers to himself in the third person too much.
Eric's walking into the room. Eric's
having a baby.
Yeah, that's what I used to hear at night.
Eric's in. Eric's out. Eric's in. Eric's out. Eric's having a baby.
I'm gonna say Eric.
Eric's having a baby.
Why are you doing it as Eric Cartman?
Baby.
Yeah, I'm
I don't know.
I'm talking about Eric Carson.
He just pretends he's Eric.
I'm gonna say Eric as well, but not for that reason. I'm gonna say because he used to say how he wanted to like be a rock star and do drugs all the time and just like not have any
yeah, I used to
not
say
have any commitments. So I'm gonna say Eric.
Okay, so I'm gonna say. What are you gonna say?
It's not your turn.
Oh, okay. Did I? No, I said Shane.
Yeah, you said Shane.
Oh, okay. So it is my
Well,
turn. Okay.
So you pick.
You
now.
just gotta pick.
Pick now, bud.
I think you all would make good parents, but I'm gonna have to
Bullshit.
pick
Eric's killing
Ba-
Zach.
based on this awkward feeling. I'm gonna go with Eric. Shouldn't have. No, I'm just kidding. I gotta go with Becca
Why shouldn't? No, why?
because she.
Because you're not straight. I'm getting canceled for that one.
She made a joke about you. It's fair play.
It's not.
Except mine's true. I don't know about Shane.
Oh, I thought you meant.
I thought you were saying your statement about me being gay was
Yeah, I
true.
thought that was a burn.
It's like, ouch. Okay.
No, because I gotta pick some. I'm gonna pick Eric, but only because he likes Nickelback.
We all like Nickelback.
I'm gonna pick Becca because she likes Nickelback. Here you go.
Eric's like Nick. Eric's
Wow.
like
Because
You said it.
Was
Here you
he
go.
used to say that he would do this.
all right. How many does everybody have?
6.
And I've said the only drug I would ever try besides marijuana is cocaine. Okay.
You have 4.
Don't do crack.
How many do you have?
4 or 5.
4. I have 4. How many do you have?
3. I think maybe we should just play to 5.
Played a 5. Yeah.
Okay, that's all of us.
We'll argue.
Most likely to start a podcast.
Argue which way is north.
It's not
They
me.
did
I don't.
change it back in
Shane's
1852.
getting better at that.
Facebook stalks. Who's most likely to Facebook stalk?
I'm gonna go with mom.
That's definitely mom.
Mom card. Mom card.
I was like, I don't know if any of us would Facebook stalk.
Only text and emoji. Okay, I'm picking a good one.
Smiley face.
Winky.
That's the same thing. That is always right.
Oh my god.
Would trample a kid on Black Friday.
My god.
It's a good thing you picked.
All right, Shane.
Um,
I'm gonna fall on that kid's sword.
but I'm gonna stab that kid with his own sword. I gotta go Zach. I think he loves his daughter so much that he would be willing to do what it takes to get her a good present.
What if that kid
I
was
do.
his daughter?
And PS5 lives were lost that day for Anna to be able to play God of War Ragnarok.
She's a big fan. She loves the brutality.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say Zach as well because I could just see him like really stomping in there and going to get something. He's the only one of us that ever really went Black Friday shopping.
Did go Black Friday shopping, waited in a long line and stuff.
Yeah.
Online, but I did go.
Yeah,
So-
that's what I was like me once by
So I'm
waiting
gonna
for
say
hours
Zach.
in line.
Yeah, and then you left right before the TVs were.
No, I
out,
got
right?
it. I bought it.
Oh, I didn't think you bought it.
Yeah,
I
I
remember
got
you
it.
just reading Wicked, and then I thought you went home.
No, I stood in line forever. At one point, one of you guys stood in line for me so that I could go to the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I think it was Shane.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Zach
And
liked to
then
have me wait.
So we went to Walmart.
I like to have you wait in line for me.
Yeah, like at the movie theater.
Your friends one time offered to let me cut in line with them
When we
because
saw
I
Harry
was
Potter.
I was a cute kid. Well, I don't know when it changed.
And Dad was like,
I don't know when it changed, but at one point I was cute.
I think you're still cute, Shane.
so
Thank you.
yeah, Zach, who are you?
Still
Who are
creepy.
you fighting for?
What was the question even?
Who would trample a kid on Black Friday?
Oh, you know what? Rally me.
I'm gonna fall, man.
All right, Zach loses then.
Sorry, guys.
5 cards.
I just I like those
children.
sweet deals. And kids are expensive, so if you can just
Trample on a couple to save people some money.
yeah, it's gonna 2 birds, 1 stone. Two
Tubers?
2 kids, 1 stone.
I wish I could get those cards that are over there, but Eric flung them on the ground.
Wow.
Good job blaming
Flung them on the ground. You know what that means?
Throw them on the ground.
That means
Eric lost.
It's
Poor
on
sport.
4.
the
Bobby Bone Show.
it's time for the Eric acapella.
Everybody go at once.
Let's go in a circle. So Eric,
I thought this was the Eric acapella, not the group acapella.
it's group acapella.
It's supposed to be Eric.
There we go.
And
I
We'll
oh my god, we're all gonna get sick now. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, because you're gonna give
what?
us.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I thought you were gonna acapella,
What do you want me to acapella?
freestyle something.
Freestyle something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Free throw.
Yeah, I was playing basketball.
Yes, and?
freestyle.
A
Freestyle
quick
game.
freestyle
Don't think
pickup
that's
game.
the term they use.
It is. Have you ever played freestyle 2-on-2?
I played horse.
Bro, are you even tall enough to play basketball?
Neither was Aaron Carter, but he beat Shaq.
You did beat Shaq.
Leave us alone.
Let's be clear here. Eric
He
Carter
was
beat
also
Shaq.
child size.
Yeah, exactly.
Eric Carter.
Oh,
You know if you flip your lips or
I've never seen you and Aaron Carter in the same place.
That's true. That's because he's dead.
I knew this is the result coming.
You guys want something?
Haha, classic comedy. Sorry, Aaron. Aaron's party is over.
Hey, Beck.
All right.
Greg. Oh wait, no. What about the Shane? What was it?
Shane skis by himself while sitting down. Beautiful. It's beautiful. Man.
Pizza French fry.
Is he skiing or is he in a
Now you gotta do a jump. You gotta do a jump.
Look like Jim
It's like
Carrey.
Wii Sports.
What is that again?
Pardon?
Je?
Je suis?
Excuse me?
Je ne sais pas?
What?
Ça va?
Ceviche?
Ah,
Chicho.
da.
Oui.
Waka waka.
What are you, Pac-Man?
I was the bear.
In the big blue house?
Fozzie.
All right, now
Oh, Waka Waka.
now what's Zach's thing
Waka
that he does?
waka.
I don't know.
Now Zach,
Okay, but Shane really had a movie thing.
I don't even know if I still have those pulled up on my phone.
Anyway, we'll skip that.
Yeah, we
this
can do
week.
it
to do
next
that
time.
next time.
Go watch Robin Williams' last movie that he ever did. He plays
Bicentennial Man.
he plays a talking dog in a movie with Simon Pegg. A weird movie.
Simon pegged me once. It was on America's Got Talent.
Was that his talent?
He was pretty talented.
Wait, was that Simon's talent or was it Zach's talent to get pegged?
Unfortunately, it was Simon who was the janitorial staffer, and I did not get hired. But
But man, he showed you that broom's handle. What? Yeah.
That's fucked. That's real fucked.
Bro, we talked about worse.
We have. I don't know if you have.
Robin Williams' last movie.
Yeah.
What a treasure.
I don't remember what it was called. I watched it once. It was pretty.
It was a kids movie.
It was Simon Pegg, so not really.
Oh,
Okay. My Beck Rick for this week. For this month. We're going into January, about to be going into February.
Don't die.
Fuck your New Year's resolutions. Screw that shit. I
unless
went.
your New Year's resolution is to screw shit.
Yeah, it's true.
Don't do that.
I went to the gym yesterday. Fucking packed because everyone has their like New Year's resolutions that they'll give up on in a month. So they were all there doing shit, and then I couldn't do the shit that I
But if
normally
even
do
one
because of
person-
that.
Packed.
If even one person makes progress, it's a benefit to society, Becca. All it takes is one person.
That's true.
No, fuck that.
Except for you, because you couldn't do anything.
So honestly, like if you're gonna do resolutions, why pick the new year to do them? Why not start them anytime? It doesn't matter.
Isn't
Just a good
Resolution that
jumping
chick
off
from
point.
Greece?
Yeah.
Yeah, she got the hickeys on her neck from
Resolution.
Kaneki.
It's also the rat who's friends with Gonzo.
And from the Wu Tang.
Yeah. The woo.
Woo.
The wheat. Eric.
So yeah, fuck your New Year's resolutions. They don't matter. If you're gonna start to do something, don't like now that it's the new year, don't wait until next year to start something. Start it whenever you want. Who cares?
It's too late. Don't do it.
Do you think when they were coming up with their band name, they just did a shot and they're like, the Woo?
Eric was there.
Woo? He's like, what about the Woo? Like, that's it. Woo. And then their buddy opened the fridge like, Tang? And they're like, Wu Tang? Do you guys remember Tang?
I
Have
don't.
you guys ever had that?
I never had it. I know what you're talking about,
No.
though.
Nah, I know what
They're
it
too
is.
young.
Have you had Sunny D?
Yes.
Oh.
Sunny. I didn't have Sunny Delight. That was before my time.
It's the same shit.
Sunny Delight.
There's a difference.
A taste difference?
Yes. Recipe difference.
If you say so.
Sunny Delight was different. I've had Sunny D. I have not had Sunny Delight.
Well, Tang was also powdered because it was astronaut orange drink.
Bet they sold Tang on Silk Road. Bring it full circle. Powdered Tang.
All right, my other bet correct for the week. Don't sell drugs. Really bring it full circle.
Yeah, you could get life or two.
Unless you're the second guy to do it, in which case,
Yeah, then just
Three
do it.
lives in 4
I
years.
think you should sell drugs.
Just be
Yeah, 'cause
smarter about
You guys
it.
want to know what drugs I would sell?
What drugs?
E.
I see what you did there. Z!
B.
S.
E.
Z!
B.
S.
Easy
Z.
BS.
Yes.
What?
I was like, we do it 3 times, don't we?
Wow, it's been too long,
Oh,
guys.
God.
I thought it was 3-2.
It is.
It is
It is
three.
Are
3,
you
2,
sure?
1.
Three, let's
Easy
think it was
BS.
three.
Easy
so-
BS.
Easy BS.
Easy B.
Go
Yeah.
check the
Easy
footage because I don't believe it's 3 times.
BS. This is a bunch of BS, guys. How dare you?
Me? Why'd you look at me when you said it?
Because you
Eric doesn't
look
do that kind of thing.
BS. Easy BS.
ASMR.
Oh wait, you want to get some ASMR of Elton snoring?
Asthma?
That's my nickname in high school.
I don't think it's working.
Neither do I.
Pretty sure you woke him up.
All right. Bye now.
See you next month. on
Pineapple juice. Remember the Alamo.
Remember my mom?
Get roasted.
By now.
Bye now. You're an all-star.
Only shooting stars break the road.
No space in the memory card. Hell yeah.